I was really busy personally before the trip, but Susan Holly and Deanne Harmon, the two of them really did a good job of planning everything. And everything that they did was good. When we arrived there, everything went very smoothly, and there were no issues. Everything just went wonderful. We saw God work through the whole week. Our team went there and we taught the students. There were 130 deaf students. We taught all of them how to share their faith with other people. And they all really did a good job. They were very expressive, and they were willing to share their faith with each other. When I came back home, I was reading about the deaf community and how important it is for the deaf Christians to share their faith with other deaf people. There's much more power when a deaf person shares the gospel with a deaf person than when a hearing person does. There were 130 deaf students, like I said, and we just encouraged them and taught them. On the first day that we went to the school, there was a man who went with us who's deaf. His name is Hernaro. This is his sign, name sign. He's very friendly. On the way there to the school, he shared some stories about some friends of his, deaf friends. One was in a car accident. He was walking and hit by a car, and they carried him to a hospital. And they tried to work on him, but he was injured too badly, so they took him to another hospital. And when they got him there, they tried to fix him, but there's just so much, and the surgery would be too expensive. So they contacted his family, and they all came, and so they could tell him goodbye. And then he died. There's no way they could help him because they were just too poor. Hernaro shared about some other friends of his who were deaf. He said that the deaf in Nicaragua are very lonely, and they feel that they have no hope, and often they take their own lives. And he shared 2 or 3 stories of deaf friends who had killed themselves. One of them, he told us of how the mother arrived home and saw her son's feet dangling and went into the bedroom and saw that her son was dead. It's very sad. It really touched me. It just broke my heart to hear that. We really need to encourage the deaf in Nicaragua with the gospel of Jesus Christ. I had visited Nicaragua 2 times before this trip, so I had been there before. So I know a lot about the country. But this was the first time I had stayed in the city, in the capital, Managua. Stayed there for a week. Before, I had only gone to the airport in Managua when I arrived. And then I would travel to the country or mountainous area. But this time I stayed for the whole week in the city. And there were a lot of people there. We saw a lot of car accidents. And there were some dangerous areas. And so in the city of Managua, you want to be careful. You don't want to go anywhere by yourself. When you're with other people, then you're fine. That's safe. The deaf kids were really, the deaf students were very friendly. And they helped us to learn some Nicaraguan signs, and we also taught them some American Sign Language signs. we encouraged each other to learn the other sign languages. We shared our faith with them. We taught them how to share their faith. And we loved them and they loved us. We had a wonderful time with the children. They were very friendly and loving.